We often don't think of us of having a relationship with ourselves. It's kind of a weird concept, right? We usually think of having relationships with others. There you go. I'm back. All right. I'm struggling here. I'm trying to hold the selfie stick in one hand, unlock the door in the other, prevent my cat from getting out. Look at that. You see? He's trying to get out. Look at him. He's looking at the crack of the door like, come on, open it already. My apologies. Constantly thinking negative thoughts towards ourselves, over time, you start to believe it. And then if you believe that you suck or you're no good, and it doesn't matter at what, it could be, you don't think you're athletic enough or have enough money or cool enough or smart enough, depending on what stage in life you're in too. When you're anywhere between 16 and 25, it's really important to have a lot of friends and have a big social life. Whereas you're a little bit older, let's say early 30s, maybe it's important to you to be making more money or whatever. And these ideas of thinking where we should be and where we actually are create a disconnect. And we think we should be there, I should be this, but I'm here. And if we have this expectation to be up here and we're right here, we are less. And that's something that I have had a hell of a time dealing with. I'm 32. Actually, I just turned 32 2 days ago, but 10 years ago, like when I was in college, I did not like myself. I just thought I wasn't good at anything, low confidence, low energy, and that shit takes a toll. It's like because you have low confidence and don't believe in yourself and think you're worthy of anything, and you're constantly thinking negatively towards yourself, you create this perception that nothing's really worth doing. Like I was sleeping 12 hours a day back then. Like it was a tough time for me. I didn't want to be awake, quite honestly. I just didn't think I had anything to give or worth anything. Thinking about other people and realizing that if I were to look at a loved one, how much skill or ability they have in something, or how great they dress or how much money they have, has no impact on my love for them and how I feel about them. Yeah, we often have a double standard on ourselves. So I'm going to do a meditation where I visualize other people in my family, and I'm going to think about them and how much I care for them, and I don't care what they have or what skills or abilities they have. In the same way that their love for me is not predicated upon my behavior. To an extent, obviously be a good person, but it's eliminating that double standard. To remind myself that, Alex, it's all right. You're a good dude. Life is hard. It's so hard. We're just doing the best we can with what we got. So with that said, I'm going to pause the video. I'm going to do my meditative practice, and I'll let y'all know if I have any insights, and then I'm going to go do my writing. So stick around. I'll be back. You thought this was going to be right after my meditation, didn't you? Yeah, so did I. Right after I ended the last part of the video, I realized I lost track of time and I had my morning meeting for work. And then I saw and forgot that I had to go into the office earlier than expected, so I couldn't do my writing either because we have some work event later and you just get to work earlier. So I didn't get to do the meditation or the writing. So hope you don't think I'm completely full of shit, but I figure I might as well just record it because, that's sometimes how life goes. You have plans and expectations. It may not work out that way, or the way you'd like. But it's in those moments where you can decide to beat yourself up and get down on yourself, or just keep on pushing along. And that doesn't mean that you don't have thoughts or emotions that are like being upset with yourself, because like right after that part of the video ended and I saw I had my meeting, I was like, oh damn, I'm not gonna be able to get that meditation in. And then there's this feeling of just like, shit. And then when I saw I had to go into work early, I'm like, oh my God. And then you just immediately frustrated with yourself, which is a weird feeling. It really is, because, I mean, it's easy to be angry at someone else. It's like, that person over there, fuck them, right? But when yourself, it's like, I don't even know how to describe it, because it's pointed at you. It's a weird experience. But, I mean, good thing this is a self-relationship day, because this is an opportunity for me, and it's how I react to it that makes all the difference. I think there's a common misconception with relationship with yourself where we mistakenly think that you can't ever be mad at yourself, or you can't have negative feelings about yourself or thoughts. And that's not true at all. You're going to. I just feel like in social media and all this stuff, so often this idea of self-love, these pile of roses, treat yourself to a massage, good exercise. While that stuff can be good and self-care, the other part of the equation is how you treat yourself when things don't go as how you expect. And if anything, that's, I believe, a little bit more telling, is when things are not going good. Because it's easy to be positive and put a smile on and not berate yourself when everything is seemingly great, until then, of course, it isn't. Something's bound to happen. You're bound to make a mistake. Nobody's perfect. We all screw up. It's how you handle those feelings and emotions that naturally or automatically come up when you're negative towards yourself. If you just let those be and you notice them, and you don't necessarily follow them down the rabbit hole of self-destruction, which is a tricky thing to do right in of itself, because you have to be aware that you're doing it to begin with. You have to be aware that when those negative thoughts or emotions about yourself come up, can you just let them be there? And if you can, and you don't feel like you have to change them, which is the goal, they lessen over time. But right there, that's a win. That's a positive. If you have negative thoughts about yourself, and we all do, if you can just watch them, you're already halfway to the goal line.